On March 26th, 2024, Florida police investigated a hit and run where a driver struck a pedestrian in a crosswalk, then left the scene. This case demonstrates critical principles of traffic law and investigative procedure.
Was there another car or
The person.
person?
Are they okay?
I don't know. So what happened?
I was turning right, and there was no car. The guy was all the way at the other side.
What guy?
Some guy that was standing there in all black, I believe he was wearing.
Okay.
I looked both ways. There's no car coming. I turned right. And that's all I remember. Turned right.
Okay.
And I looked back. Nothing had happened. And then right when I got to the light, my window just shattered.
Were you turning right from Summer Woods?
Yeah, right at that light, like the first light. That
Right
way.
there by racetrack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what happened to the person?
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then after your window shattered, you came back here?
Guys, were y'all involved at all?
No.
Can y'all give us just a minute? We just need to talk to her.
Okay. What's that?
Is that guy okay? Like what happened exactly? Is that a person?
So you didn't see anybody like when you turned?
No, there was the only guy on the right.
224 a copy so far.
There's nobody else that I had seen. The guy on the right, he was standing back away from us.
It's got a shattered passenger side window. Alright.
Is he the only person? Is there somebody else?
You said you saw somebody standing there, right?
Yeah, just the one guy.
Yeah. Was he in the crosswalk at all?
No,
No.
he wasn't. He was at the silver pole that was right there.
Okay.
I had turned. He saw me turn. He wasn't crossing. Nothing. I turned.
Okay. So then,
The person.
yeah, so when you made the right, where did you go from there?
I went right from that light to that light, shattered window,
To
and
what
I
light?
turned around. So after you turn right, there's
Yep.
again just this area very much. So
Are you talking about right there by the hospital?
yes,
Okay.
I turned right away because once it shattered, I was like, what just
So you made a U-turn right there at the hospital? Okay, and then where'd you go from there? Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't had anything like this happen. To
Gotcha.
Figure out what happened.
Yeah.
I looked back, made sure everything was good. I didn't see anything was wrong.
Okay.
I didn't see anyone
224
down
Tulsa.
or a car or anything. Did you get hurt? Like I
Copy one out Florida by number for 2729.
So the windows broken?
Hmm?
So the windows broken?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can answer that.
1026. What's that?
Be able to answer if he's okay.
I have no idea.
I'm sure if I was standing, because they checking out the situation or something.
Yeah, there's other units there.
What? Yeah.
No, we're gonna figure that out.
I don't want you to think I was seeing anything from us. Literally just shattered window.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is this new right here? This scratch? Or is that been there?
Oh, that's been there.
Okay. What about this one?
That's also been there.
It's also been there?
Yeah. It was a used car, so.
Okay, what about here?
Yeah, that's also been there.
So you have no idea what might have shattered your window?
I mean, I know there's a big, like, tip on this side of the curve. They have a bunch of, like potholes.
Yeah. Did you go off the road at all?
No. I was still on the street. That's why I'm very confused. Did it hit anything? I mean, if I would have hit somebody, I would have felt it on my car. Nothing happened. That's why I'm very lost once you said a person. guy was all the way at the back. I would understand if it was someone from the left and something, but I would have seen him just like I saw that guy. I don't understand why like what happened because I feel like he wouldn't be alive if I hit him, maybe, or probably unconscious. If I drove back.
Well, not necessarily.
Standing. Really?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was standing, so that's. He looked like he was just standing there. There's nothing going on.
Hey, how you doing? Good. Alright, we'll get you checked out. How hard did you get hit?
I mean, she just probably 15 miles an hour, maybe. I don't know. She turned into me. But what's going on? Is that? Yeah.
What happened? You were just jogging through
The crosswalk sign thing, and then it was my turn to cross. The person came on when I went by, and she was stopped, so I thought she'd let me go. I started running. I guess she kept driving, trying to go around me, and she didn't make it. So I just braced myself, and she just kept going after I fell. It was a female driving.
Look what I saw, it looked like it, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know where the guy you were talking to before, he went and took a picture of it. I already gave the license. It looked like a girl, but yeah.
Do you need a ride home or anything?
No, I was gonna start down, I'm gonna finish my run and then
Killing me.
I mean, it's just blood, so I didn't hurt my legs.
How hard did you hit the ground though? Is your arm alright?
I didn't really hit it that hard, it just scraped. And I think also, probably in her ear, whenever I hit on her car, there's some shatter on her car where
Okay.
Do you want to give me your number?
Alright, so you're good though?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to head on to work. I feel better.
Yeah, no, I feel fine now, but we'll see.
Still bleeding over here a little bit though.
We're all there.
No, right here.
Super.
You guys have phone I can use it so I can tell work that I'm going to be late. Thank you.
For the white walk, that's how we're going. Female driving a Prius, failed to stop. Tried to go around in here to the intersection, after throwing them off the passenger side, throwing them on the ground. She has damage consistent with the vehicle. She's telling deputies down there she knew she hit something, but she didn't know she hit somebody. But with the she went down to the hospital, turned around, came back, drove past the scene again, and then went back home. All right. Witness took a picture of the tag and everything. I got that on my email.
Do you want to fill out a statement? Sure. Do you want to get a statement?
Yes.
You guys have cameras at the light?
We do, but at certain times they face other directions and it wasn't facing the intersection at the time.
Okay.
But there was lots of witnesses there providing sworn written statements as to what happened.
You got some statements?
Yeah, witnesses and statements. The people that called 911, people that gave us the tag number, and the people that saw her make the U-turn, and the people that saw her drive by the scene on the way home. Yeah, the witnesses that saw her hit the male, and the male hit the ground, his arm was all cut up and bleeding. Yeah, and there was people right behind her that saw her do it, people that called 911. So it wasn't like the only two people on the road. It's a very busy intersection.
I'm just trying to get my mind behind the logistics of in the window.
I wasn't down there right now. Due to the broken window, several witnesses, at this point, I ask you to turn around, put your hands behind your back. We are placing you under arrest for leaving the scene of an accident involving a pedestrian. It is a misdemeanor traffic crash. You'll have a bond available probably about 2 hours. Charlie 210 Flagman. Charlie 224 has got a Wixie Foxtrot 1015. you get photos of the car? No,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Just telling you if there is
Close
anything on
this.
you. When we get to the jail, it's an additional charge, okay? Just got anything now, you go.
The woman was booked into the jail and charged with leaving the scene of a crash involving injury. She entered a no-contest plea and completed a pre-trial intervention agreement on April 29, 2024. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more police body camera footage. Have a great day.
Under Florida Statute Section 316.027, any driver involved in a crash resulting in injury must immediately stop at the scene, remain there, and render reasonable assistance. Failure to do so is a criminal offense. The driver claims she never knew she hit anyone. She states she was making a right turn, saw no one crossing, and her window suddenly shattered at the next intersection. She drove home, confused about what happened. However, the pedestrian tells a different story. He activated the crosswalk signal, waited for his turn, began crossing when the driver appeared stopped, but she accelerated through the turn and struck him. Florida Statute Section 316.130 is clear. Drivers must yield to pedestrians lawfully in crosswalks. The pedestrian had activated the signal and was legally crossing. The driver violated his right-of-way. The legal question becomes, must a driver know they struck a person, or is it enough that they should have known? The law requires reasonable awareness, not subjective certainty. The driver's passenger window violently shattered while turning through a pedestrian intersection. A reasonable person would immediately stop to investigate what caused such damage at that specific location. Multiple independent witnesses observed the impact. They saw the vehicle strike the jogger, saw him fall to the ground, saw the driver continue without stopping, and provided her license plate to police. Officers followed proper hit-and-run investigation protocol. They secured the victim, documented his injuries, collected multiple witness statements, located the suspect vehicle, and obtained the driver's uncontaminated statement before revealing contradictory evidence. This investigative technique is crucial. By allowing the driver to fully commit to her version of events first, officers can later assess whether her story aligns with physical evidence and witness accounts. The victim sustained visible injuries with active bleeding on his arm. This constitutes injury under the statute, triggering the driver's legal duty to stop and remain at the scene regardless of perceived severity. Officers establish probable cause through multiple evidence sources: victim testimony, physical injuries, vehicle damage consistent with pedestrian impact, and most critically, multiple independent witness statements, all describing the same event. The arrest was legally sound. The officer clearly articulated the charge and explained bond availability, satisfying due process requirements. The arrest was conducted professionally and without incident. The responding officers receive a grade of A-. They conducted a thorough investigation, treated all parties respectfully, collected comprehensive evidence, and made an appropriate charging decision based on solid probable cause. The driver receives a grade of D-. She violated Florida's duty to remain at crash scenes. Even accepting her claim of not feeling the impact, the shattered window at a pedestrian intersection demanded immediate investigation. More critically, after making a U-turn, she drove past the crash scene a second time while heading home. An active emergency response at the exact location where her window broke should have prompted her to stop. However, the grade isn't lower because her apparent confusion suggests poor awareness rather than intentional flight. Her swift acceptance of a no-contest plea and completion of pre-trial intervention demonstrates acknowledgement of responsibility. The victim receives a grade of B+. He properly activated the crossing signal, waited for his turn, and exercised his legal right-of-way. He cooperated fully with police and provided clear testimony without exaggeration. The minor deduction reflects that defensive pedestrian practice, making eye contact with drivers and ensuring complete stops before crossing, can prevent incidents even when the pedestrian has legal right-of-way. 3 critical lessons emerge from this case. First, for drivers. Any unexplained vehicle damage near pedestrian areas requires immediate investigation. Your legal duty begins when you should have known something occurred. Second, for pedestrians. Legal right-of-way does not guarantee safety. Defensive awareness, confirming drivers see you and have stopped, can save your life even when the law is on your side. Third, proper police investigation requires multiple evidence sources. Witness corroboration, physical evidence, and victim testimony together establish truth when accounts conflict. The case resolved through Florida's pretrial intervention program. This diversion option allows first-time offenders to avoid conviction by completing requirements, including community service, restitution, and education programs. This represents a balanced outcome. The driver was held accountable through the criminal justice system, but the resolution recognized this as an error in judgment rather than intentional criminal conduct, while the victim's injuries were addressed. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Law, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.